Okay, so once you have your target crops, ours is Aroma Nacional cacao, coming into fruition, into production, it's like, then what? Okay, because actually that is just the beginning of the regeneration, is getting the land to regenerate and getting your target crops growing. But if you don't have a plan for what to do after that, you're going to run into trouble. So you have to start thinking about processing and marketing right away, okay? So we have a very small infrastructure here, a cacao dryer. It's not very expensive down here in the tropics and subtropics to put in infrastructure, but unfortunately it's something that's very sorely lacking. So when the farmer takes his cacao to the market in its raw state, and this is not even raw, this has already been dried, the price he's going to get for that cacao is about 30 cents a pound. What does that mean? You're like, 30 cents a pound? I don't even know what that means. Well, what it means is that by the time you buy a chocolate bar, it's been marked up 3,000% from what was paid to the farmer at the actual origin of the product. So everything that goes to the packaging and the marketing departments and the guy who made the logo and the corporate CEOs is 3,000% over what the farmer gets to actually put the chocolate in the bar. Okay, you might as well pay for an empty wrapper. So at that point, it's really important not just to talk about processing infrastructures, it's important to talk about how to market those products from then on. So we actually create our own line of cacao beans. We roast, we shell, and we send them directly out from the farm. We crush them into nibs as well. You might have heard of cacao nibs. And we also make a hot chocolate powder that you can drink, among other products. We're very small scale, it's very artisanal, but it is also an opportunity for us to get some revenue from that and employ more people. So we started off with the 3 guys over in the field putting in the plants. Now they work for us doing more interesting jobs like pruning and caring for the trees. And we've hired their family members to come in and do the roasting and shelling of the beans and help me out with the packaging. So we've gone from nothing to a small cottage industry, which is really cool. We're really excited about that. Furthermore, on the processing and infrastructure point, I just want to emphasize that these things are not expensive. But like I said before, they are very, very sorely needed down here, because when the farmer is dependent on selling products in the most raw state, he's really on that subsistence hamster wheel that's really impossible to get off of. And a lot of assistance programs and organizations, they focus on increasing productivity for the farmer. But productivity, when you're on a fixed amount of land, you've got 2 hectares, even if you increase your productivity 30-40%, which we've done here using regenerative methods, it doesn't translate into a real income increase for the farmer. It really doesn't, because you're talking about something at 30 cents a pound. So if he produces another 30 pounds of cacao, he's made $9. So really, think about that as a person up there in the first world. Like when, maybe you're reading something, oh, they're increasing the farmer's productivity and it sounds great. But what does it really mean? Does productivity always translate into a better livelihood? No. What translates into better livelihoods are processing infrastructures and adding value on site at the farm so that those products can be sold from the farm with the value added at a higher price.